The U.S. Secretary of State has now acknowledged that U.S. surveillance has been happening on automatic pilot and in some cases has gone too far inappropriately. Participating in a summit on governmental transparency, Kerry responded to a question about surveillance and trust in government by offering some of the lengthiest on-record comments by any high-level U.S. government official on the recent wave of reports about U.S. surveillance. For some analysis of the latest ripple effects on the intelligence revelations, Joseph Wippl is a former CIA officer and is currently a professor of international relations at Boston University, and he joins us on the phone. Joe, it's good to talk to you as always.
Thank you.
Let's start off with what's made the news today, and that is this comment from Secretary of State John Kerry that says that, yes, in fact, he believes the NSA has gone too far in spying. What do you make of that, and how does that change or shade this whole issue, if at all?
I think Secretary Kerry is just reacting to events. And that event is that, NSA has been listening in on the conversations of various foreign leaders, including some very important ones like Chancellor Merkel. And he's backing off from it because it's no longer, he doesn't find it a viable option anymore.
Can you sort of give me your analysis on how the Congressional Intelligence Committees are reacting to these revelations?
Well, there's a couple of different ways. One is from the Judiciary Committees in both the House and the Senate, and that's James Sensenbrenner and Senator Leahy of Vermont. And they seem to want to introduce a bill which would limit severely NSA's collection of metadata, being able to collect basically everything and put it on the shelf. The other committees, the Intelligence Committees, led by Senator Feinstein of California and Mike Rogers in the House of Representatives, they seem to be looking at a bill which would limit some collection capabilities of NSA, like, for instance, the communication of foreign leaders. But I think it's good to mention at some time that it's never been illegal for the United States to monitor the conversations of foreign nationals, be they chancellors or be they clerks. But this would be an effort to limit some NSA collection capabilities.
Yeah, and that has been a point that has been made by the NSA director. And of course, there's also been this other point that there was cooperation or collaboration, if you will, in the collection of this data, that some of this data was handed over to the NSA. Do you buy that?
Well, yeah, I think there have been, with various countries, agreements to collect data. And what they usually do, as far as I know, is they agree to respect the laws of each respective country. But the issue for a lot of, for the United States is that we get access to data. From other countries, it's usually that they get access to technology, which we have that really no one else can have or does have.
You know what, I know this is going to be a tough question for you to answer. However, we can't react to what we don't know, but how much worse can these revelations get, or sort of have we reached the threshold? Have we reached the limit of how bad this can get?
That is a very good question, and I have a feeling they could continue on for some time, and they could indeed become worse until it's all finished.
Well, if it becomes worse, we'll be calling you again. Joe Wippl, thank you so much.
Indeed.
All right, take care.